Okay, tonight is a little bit less training, I guess. I just wanted to do like some major shout outs. I wanted to kind of get everyone hyped for this month for March and what's to come. I am open for questions. So if you have any, drop them in the comments and then I'll check them in between and we'll do like a little Q&A thing as well if there's something you'd help with, like if you're struggling in any certain area, or if you have no idea what I'm talking about, because I know we have a lot of newbies on here. So I'm kind of wanting to do a lot of recognition to start off tonight because we all have a lot to celebrate. And I appreciate all of the congratulations on my promotion this month and on Katie's as well. But I have to tell you, you guys, it was 100% a team effort. And without all of you badasses, it really would not have happened, to be honest. So thank you to my amazing team that worked their butts off and gave this month like this no excuses mindset and just was like balls to the wall. So I'm really, really pumped about it. I can't even wait to see, for a lot of you that are charted for your promotions, for all of that to come together this month for you. I want to see that, but it's going to take yet another push, another balls to the wall month where we just go 100 miles an hour to hopefully even exceed the goals that you have set for yourself. So really excited. I'm really proud of us as a team. I did 2 cash gift cards this month. I did 2 separate challenges. One was hitting the 400 club during a certain date, and then I did the 7 and 11 challenge. The first group of winners was Alyssa and Laura. They both won those first gift cards. Then the 7 and 11 challenge winners was Annie and Natasha. So really excited for everyone. Those are out in the mail. Really pumped. So be looking for those. I had a lot of top enrollers I still have yet to shout out like on social media, but I was like, you guys were still enrolling last night at like 10 o'clock. And I was like, what is happening? I kept having to rerun the reports. So Connor and I think it's Garton, Blarina, Tella, Annie, Natasha, Laura, Katie Metzger, Alyssa, holy crap. I've got Amanda still looking, and we've got Angie, like holy crap, her team has been like insane. And then Denise, she's not on here. It was nuts. And then obviously Katie Bougie, that's what I call you. Nuts, you guys. She was literally like all day, every day messaging me. Her enrollments were insane, and it's hard for me to have a total because we moved so many customers this month to make a lot of things happen. But her enrollments were nuts as well. So really, really pumped for everybody. We've got Laura, Natasha, Shauna, Angie, Katie, Metzger, Alyssa, all charted for Ruby this month. So we need to be super supportive on their pages, really be cheering them on to push to lock that in. We've got Brandy and Annie that are charted for Emerald. And we've got Katie who is charted for Diamond right now. So guys, I'm so pumped. So I'm going to put out there right now what I'm doing for this month, and it's going to be month long. I know a lot of times I do, maybe a week or 2 week long challenge, but here's what I'm doing this month. And I wouldn't even be setting the bar so high. I'm sure what you guys will think is really high if I didn't think it was possible, because I'm mind blown by what you did last month. So I'm doing another challenge, and this is starting from any enrollments that have already happened today and ending at midnight Central Time, the last day of the month. What are there, 31 days in the month? Anyone that increases their personal volume or has personal enrollments at 1,000 volume will get a $50 gift card. I'm not doing a drawing. This is team-wide. So as many people that are working right now, which is a whole lot of you, this is like well over $1,000 I'm putting out there that is up for grabs for this entire team. So increase. So if you ended last month, say at 400, increase that by 1,000 in personal sales. If you move customers to help fill volume for your promotion, just jot the first and last name down and the customer ID number so I can look it up later. So I have that when I do all my reports, because once you make a move, I can't see who that enroller was to start with. So I just need that information. So make sure you keep note of that. So another big push, and what that's going to do for a lot of your paychecks this month will be huge. So really hustling. My biggest tip for this month and trying to really push for the volume and push for the customers to fulfill that is going to be host to post. Host to post your fingers off. I know that Danielle put in the team page. Let me go find it. She put in the team page the cash giveaway. So when we're talking about how we're doing a cash giveaway for these people to enter for our host to post, that is what some of our uplines are doing, whether it's Megan or it's Danielle. They put up their own money, or sometimes they pool it if distributors want to contribute. So how it goes is in the Diamond Dynasty team page, you're going to see, whoa, hold on. Oh my gosh. You're going to see this post. When you have someone do a host to post for you, you're going to take a screenshot of the post on their page. You're going to put that screenshot in the comments of this post in the team page. That's how they're going to get entered, because the person doing the drawing, which would be Danielle or it would be Megan, that's how they're going to get those people entered into the drawing, and they do it after month end, usually within the first week of the following month. So that's where you're going to post the screenshots of that. The top host to post that really seem to work for me are the cleanse, the coffee, the TFX, and the hair, skin, and nails. So with the TFX being on back order, I think the next shipment going out March 22nd. I know there's some people that are frustrated with the wait and don't necessarily want to put it out there. But I've had people messaging me without me posting about it that still want it. People want it, and some are willing to wait. So something that I have done is, one, I'm just letting them know that there's going to be a delay. It's just that hot. We've sold almost 500,000 bottles in a little over a month. It's insane. We are going to catch up, obviously, at some point, but this is just kind of some growing pains with a brand new product, but we should be blessed to have it for what it's doing for our business. Anyone that is wanting the TFX, I am offering them to jumpstart and trying other products while they wait. So that's part of upselling too, is suggesting we have the Mocha Dream. If you don't know how to get that as an add-on, if you have a new customer, normally we enroll them through eSuite, right? So when they want to do the Mocha Dream add-on, you have to go directly to your website instead of doing it through eSuite. And it is, so if they want to get, say, the TFX and they want to add on the Mocha Dream special, where they are basically getting a bag of the coffee and they're throwing in the greens for $10 instead of $35. If they're doing that, once you add, say, the TFX to your cart, you go through the checkout process, it's the last thing to pop up and allows you to add it on. So it has to be purchased with another product. It can't be purchased on its own. But that's a really good one. A lot of people, I'm selling them on the cleanse and the coffee just to get started. And I'm sure you guys have heard me say it on a few other Zooms. I upsell. I rarely ever do just 30 in volume. Couple reasons. One, we're pushing for volume, so the more the better. But more importantly, I think that, if we get them started on just one product and they're not a fan of it, I don't want them to have a bad taste in their mouth. So them having at least 2 to 3 products that they are trying at one time, they're going to find at least 1 to 2 that they're happy with and stick with it, if that makes sense. So offering them more. And I do like to get people a jump start on their goals while they're waiting for the TFX right now. I can always help you with wording. Just send me screenshots of your conversations and I can walk you through everything. I'm not really having a problem with anyone ordering the TFX knowing how long they're going to wait for it. So host to post is huge. I'm really pumped. A lot of you were testing out host post last month and getting enrollments. I think that's how Tella got several of hers. Is that right? Okay. She was new. And she wasn't taking off quite as fast as some of the others. And she really took it in and started doing host to post, you guys. and she killed it. She was killing it with enrollments and one of my top enrollers this month. It was nuts. So I think between last month and this month, I probably had about 70 customer enrollments from doing host to post in 2 months. The more you message, the easier it is. We can put out the posts about, my team's doing $100 cash giveaway, that whole thing. But if you don't get a big response on that, I am doing what we call green light messaging, whereas if you go into your messenger, you can see everyone who is active online. What do you need? Then go to your room. Hold on. Children problems. Please hold. Oh my God. Okay. Holy Jesus. So I've been doing what we call green light messaging to ask people to host a post for me. These are people I don't have the opportunity always to interact with every single person in my newsfeed, right? I just don't. So a lot of these people I don't know. I will pull up exactly what I send. If you're working from your phone, I will show you how to find the people doing green light messaging. So let me click on this real quick. Okay, so here's my messenger, right? At the very bottom in the middle, I click that and it pulls up everybody that's online right now. All right, Creeper, hold on.
Robin, you gotta mute your microphone.
What?
You gotta mute your microphone. Just click on your phone, and then on the side it says mute. On the left-hand side, do you see it?
Unmute, Tanya.
Still keeping me in line, Kat. Thank you. Okay, so you hit the middle button and you see everyone who's online. Okay, here's what I do. I scroll all the way to the bottom of that whole thing. And then I will send them. I'll hold. Hey, got a question for you. With a question mark. That's all I send. Hey, got a question for you. Then they're going to come back and they're going to say, what's up? And I'm going to say, hey, girl, would you mind doing me a favor? Question mark. Would you mind throwing up a post on your wall? You'll get entered into my cash giveaway for February. Or for March. So that's it. Then they're going to say, sure. And then we send them the post that they're going to put up on the wall, on their Facebook wall. And then we go through messaging and stuff like that. So Katie, you're on your phone right now or no? I can't hear you. You're muted. I'm unmuting you.
I'm on my phone.
Okay, I'm going to send you, because if I do this.
I have the script. Do you want me to post it?
Yeah, in the comments. That way they can copy and paste it. Okay, so I'm going to have her post this whole thing that I have saved in my notes section on my phone. So I would copy and paste it into yours if you can. While you're on here, it's my script. It's literally like what to have them post, the explanation of some of the products. It's not every single host to post, but I think it's like the TFX and the coffee. So save that on your phones. If when we're off of here, you still need the verbiage, just let me know. So that's what I would be pushing this month. Obviously, staying consistent on your social media feed, because if you're not staying consistent on there, you're missing out on customers either way. So rocking that host to post is going to be huge. Looking for distributors this month. If you are trying to still build your team and you're still searching for distributors with doing host to post, this is just such a wonderful idea. Go when you have someone do a host to post for you If they have people that are interested and you're ready to seal the deal with those customers, you need to go back to that person that hosted the post and say, hey, this could be my commission or it can be your commission. Have you thought about making money with me? Here's the deal. Those customers that are ready to sign, those are going to be their customers. They're going to get their first few customers. You're going to get your $100 fast start bonus with them. Because when you enroll a distributor, they get their first few customers and hit 150, you get $100. So like Angie's sitting here like, say what? Because she's enrolled a ton of distributors this month. When they get their first few customers and 150 in personal sales volume, she's going to get a $100 check.
It won't let me post it.
It won't let you post it?
I think it's too big. I think it's too big.
Well, okay. Will you post it in the team?
Yeah.
Do it in the chat for me and just let them know it's from what we're talking about in the Zoom. Thank you. So offering that person that hosted a post for you the business opportunity. They're already seeing that there's interest right in front of their face. They're going to be starting with their first few customers, and it's only $20 right now. So how do they say no, right? So that's a really good way to build your business pretty quick. Even if they say no, that they don't want to be a distributor or maybe not right now or whatever the case, they've already seen it and it's still a potential. I've had people that have hosted posts for me several times that have turned me down about the business that are now interested. So you're still working on your potentials. I probably, on times that I am pushing for promotion and pushing for goals or pushing for distributors, I am probably messaging that message out to at least 25 to 50 people a day. So I'm talking about doing host to post till my fingers fall off. But it's worth it. It's worth it what it's going to do for your paycheck. So I like Fridays, like today for Follow-Up Friday. That's when I go back to all of my host to post. And I go follow up with all those people and all the people from my newsfeed. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do that, because once you enter those are now your customers for March. There's one more thing I was going to talk about with host to post. Oh, so if you are doing host to post, does everybody on here know how to do the Facebook settings where it doesn't show up on your newsfeed? Okay, so let me find that too, and I'm going to have Katie post that in the team chat. So what that's going to do is you're still going to get tagged. You're still going to get notified that you are tagged in somebody's post, but it's not going to show up in your newsfeed, because what you don't want is 20 people to be hosting a post for you and your whole timeline is flooded with it, right? Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, I'll find it after and I'll go ahead and post in the comments. So does anybody have any questions or need help with anything while we're all on here? Any areas you're struggling with?
I do, Tanya. I seem to have a problem lately. I have a few ladies that have been interested. I've talked back and forth with them. I've kind of included Katie in some of them. It's more or less just closing the deal and getting them to say, yes, let's go ahead and do it. I had 2 girls yesterday, or 3 even, all day long, going back and forth, giving them all the information, and they're just not saying, okay, here's my credit card information, like just follow through. And like, how far do I don't want to like bug them. I don't want to hound them. I don't want to make it seem like it's, just strictly sales.
Let me remind you how long I followed up with you.
Yeah, a lot.
So it's really,
I don't have a problem with that.
It's frustrating when you're in it,
Yeah.
right? Because you're like, come on. But you also have to remember that it'll be their time. And for some people, they're not ready to order, quite frankly, because they don't have the money at that time. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to, not everyone's going to come out and say that either. So they're going to get all this information. And then when they have the money, you wait, they'll be blowing up your inbox. I personally will follow up with people about 2 weeks later and just say, hey, my follow-ups are super, super simple, you guys. Right now we have the Mocha Dream, so that's really fun for me to use in my follow-ups. Typically, all I send is, hey, I'm getting orders in today. Are you ready to get yours placed? That's it. I've got a whole list of follow-ups. I send it to every single one. With the Mocha Dream special, when I'm following up, hey, I'm getting orders in right now. We also have a phenomenal deal on our fat burning coffee today. Do you want me to get your order in? Because it creates urgency. It's not that the Mocha Dream is just today. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's letting them know it's available. Do you want to take advantage of it? That's really how simple my follow-ups are. If they say not right now, I would just, honestly, you could flat out ask them, when's a good time to follow back up with you?
Yeah, I guess
I
I
like
could
to
do
end
that.
it with a question. Every single message that
Sure.
I send ends in a question because I want a response.
Mhm.
And interaction is huge. I love that our team really takes a lot of pride in showing each other love on our posts and cheering each other on. And I think it boosts everything in the algorithm. The biggest thing for those that have messaged me and said they're not getting a lot of love on their posts, I am going to bet the biggest area that you're lacking is spending time interacting. Because you got to give love to get love back. So we've got to interact with other people other than this team, other than with our own teams and all of your sidelines, which is what you guys are to each other. And just really interact in your newsfeed. Stories are huge. If you start interacting on in stories on Facebook, if you scroll through the stories and you start commenting things, it's going to boost your algorithm a ton because it's going straight into people's messenger every time that you do that. And being in someone's messenger has way more weight for algorithm on Facebook. So I probably spend in total an hour a day interacting on Facebook, and then usually later in the evening, not like late, but later in the evenings is when I go through stories and I interact in stories. Posting in stories is huge. I went over that with you guys last time, whether it's personal stuff. And a really easy way to do that is if you put up a post, whether it's a personal post or it's a quote or it's product, it gives you the option before you post to add it into your story. So you can do that as well and start doing a little bit of that, but also getting creative with maybe like a before and after picture or like the text message thing or whatever, adding that just into your story and creating a poll. And you create a poll by that little like square shaped smiley face. If you tap on that, it gives you an option to add a poll. So when I do polls, I don't do like who would be interested in growing their hair out, and then the yes or no options being yes or no. My options are heck yes or send me info. They're both two positives. Or you can also like right at the bottom swipe up for more info. You can create these and you can play with it a little bit. You can go in and add something to your story, see how you like it, just to see how everything works. If you don't like it, you can just delete it right away. There's like 3 dots at the top, tap that, and you can delete it if you don't love it. So get busy in stories for sure and interacting in them as well. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions? No, not a nothing.
Right here. I
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
Hey.
Hey.
Now, I was at work early today, so I didn't see really the post, but I had overheard that we were able to extend the code, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you know why I'm asking, because I just want to make sure with the code. Can you use it more than once when they give it to you? Can you use it 7 times, or is it just one time for each?
It's going to depend on, I think when we went to conference, we got 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then anyone, like any distributor at the time, got 7, and then newbies only got 2. So to know how many codes you have, you'll log into your eSuite, and then you click on the promo code report, and it'll tell you how many uses that code has and how many have been used.
Okay. Well, I know, but I just wanted to make sure, because I know there was a promo code that Katie had given me that I was able to use a couple of times, and she was still able to use it. So going forward, I was just wondering if they were still giving us the same opportunity to use that one code for several times.
I believe so, but I don't remember how many times. I haven't logged in.
7.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
7 for us. Sorry, Tanya. For us, we got the 7 because we got like 10 plus enrollments last month or whatever.
Okay.
And then we got the 7 when we were at conference.
Got
But
it.
when I looked on my number of uses, it's a little confusing because remember when we got the pre-early bird conference ticket ones and we got those 20 codes,
Mhm.
like those still show in the e-suites.
Oh yeah, because I gave out my expired one a time or two by accident.
Yeah, so I'm not really quite sure how that goes, but I'm muting myself. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
So to see how many you would have left, just log in there and see how many uses it's given. I haven't checked mine. I thought it said 7, but I'm not 100%.
Well, with me, I started, what was it, January?
Yep, and I think you got 2.
I only got 1, but I'm able to use it twice.
Yes, that's what I mean. So 1 code you were able to use twice.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So I think what will happen if I understood what I shared in the team chat earlier this morning when it was announced, from what I understood, everyone's going to get 1 code that has 7 uses.
Great. Okay.
Okay. I think that's from what I understood.
Okay. And that's going to be from when I get a new distributor for this month using okay. I just wanted to
Yep.
make sure. All
Yep.
right.
And they'll run. So the $20 codes are running up until the end of the month again. So if you feel like you don't have potential distributors,
Mm-hmm.
host to post. Everyone just get on host to post and offer the people the business that have the interest on their page. That's the best thing that I can suggest. If you feel like you have reached out to your warm market and you're posting, you're sharing, and you're not getting interest on there for team members, start rocking out host to post. Your posts, because I know I post the tasks every night for the next day for you guys. Well, I mean, you don't have to follow them to a T. They're just kind of a suggestion and keep everyone in the routine and give fresh ideas of what to post every day. But know that if you are trying to find team members and you are trying to grow your team, then your posts are going to reflect your goal. So it'll be more business posts maybe than customers, if that makes sense. So if you're wanting to fill volume on your chart to fulfill your promotion, you're going to be posting more customers than you are for distributors. For me, I am probably going to be posting about half and half for customers, half for distributors. But I'll be host to posting to fill the gap in customers this month. So that'll be probably where I lock up a lot of customers this month. Cool. Okay. Anyone have any questions at all? I kind of wanted tonight to be a little less of like training because I think everybody's got it, and really just talk about game plan and what's going to be the most effective going into March to really help everybody run, and wanted to put out the challenge for everyone. So there's that. Are there any other questions before we hop off?
I do have a newbie on here, Robin. Say hi, Robin.
Hey.
I don't know if she knows how to unmute herself, but we have a lot of newbies on our side of the squad. They're not on, which is unfortunate, but I know it's being recorded. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I need them to watch the other Zoom. So maybe if we could just make that.
I shared that newbie Zoom in the team chat last night.
Okay.
Yep.
I will send
That
it
was
over.
part of the tasks for newbies last night for them to watch it. As a leader, if you are on here and you are growing your team, that is one of the first things that I send every single new team member right out of the gate. It really kind of goes through step by step, getting the Connect app, doing the training in there, along with doing their first couple posts and how
The
to
script is really working. Your new approach, this new approach, I think is like really like a game changer.
It's simple. I was saying before, I'm not like the biggest fan on just like tagging all of our newbies and posts in a lot of the team pages. It's people join with us for trust. They are joining with us for one-on-one training and support, and I want it to be one-on-one. So I do have kind of a generic message that goes out to every single new distributor on where to start, how to start, and watching that first training and then coming to whoever their enroller is with questions. But it has been super effective. I think that all of the newbies, and we've had a tremendous amount over the last couple months that start with us, have really felt like they've had the support and they've had the proper guidance right away. And it's really easy to do that when you've got a mass amount of people starting with you. It's been really easy to give them that guide to get them started. So if you are in a leadership position, meaning if you have personally enrolled distributors and you don't have kind of what I send them right when they start, message me after this call and I'll get you set up with it. Just save it, the notes in your phone. It's literally something that goes out to every single person. Their first steps and what they're going to do to get started. And then everyone needs to be watching the new distributor training that we did because it goes over a lot more in depth. Once they've done that, then I want them to touch base with me because it answers a lot of questions that they will have just by watching that training. But if we don't do that and we don't kind of share their first few steps and share that training video, I think a lot of people sit and go, I don't know what to do. Therefore, they do nothing because they don't know. And it is very overwhelming. We add them into a team chat. We're adding them into team pages and there's a lot happening. And I don't want people to feel overwhelmed. I want them to know that, yes, all of this is happening around you, but I'm the one that you can reach out to and I just kind of give it to you at your pace, if that makes sense. So let everything happen around them. I don't ever encourage someone to feel overwhelmed and leave the chat or leave the team pages. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I'd rather you insert yourself even more so because you're going to get the energy, you're going to get the fire from it all. If you're turning it off, you're not getting important notifications. And I say it all the time, and I've been saying it since I started. If I go over stuff on a Zoom and it's in a team page, I'm going to refer you to that before I re-explain it because we're all trying to work, right? So you've got to go watch the trainings if it's already been addressed and go see in the team pages. So make sure you've got your notifications on for everything. Let's see. Does anybody have any more questions at all? Is there anything I did not touch on that anyone wants help with? We're good? All right. I'm excited, you guys. So the $50 gift cards, this is team-wide. It's not a drawing. Anyone and everyone that increases their personal sales volume and all new enrollments for this month by 1,000 is going to get the gift card. And obviously it's going to grow your paycheck pretty big too. So if you think about it, if you do 10 customers this month at 100 BV, if you do that in the first week, you've already earned it. That's just simple upselling too. So keep that in mind. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not. So I'm really, really excited. I'm going to be running reports literally every day. So I can't wait to see. And I will announce the winner as they come in. So if you achieve that, then I'll get it out. I won't even wait till the end of the month. So there's that. If you guys have any questions, just message me or message your enroller. And I'll see you. We'll probably do another one next week. Bye, you guys.